This is the plaintiff, Joseph Perome. He says his brother, the defendant, wasn't paying the landlord the rent money he gave him and got evicted. He can't believe his brother would stoop so low by stealing the rent money. And brother or no brother, he's suing for the return of the $2,917.16. He's now out. This is the defendant, Nathaniel Banfield. He says it was the plaintiff who wasn't paying the rent, like he should have. He was found to be in arrears, and legal action was going to commence. His brother's basically a squatter. The long arm of the law caught up with him, and now he's trying whatever he can, including suing him for something he has no involvement in. He's accused of not doing a brother right.
Joseph Perome?
Yes, it is.
You are suing your brother, Nathaniel Banfield, for $2,917.16 that you say he owes you for an illegal lockout and overpayment of rent that you paid on his behalf to stay in an apartment, a rent-controlled apartment that he subleased to you. Tell me what's going on.
All right, as of November 2010, we agreed that I was going to rent the apartment from him.
Now, this is an apartment that's a rent-controlled apartment?
Yes, where my mother used to live, where he lived with her.
Okay, and how had you ever lived there?
No, I didn't.
Okay, and you had lived there with your mother for how many years?
19 years.
Okay, and why were you subletting it?
I wasn't subletting. I was doing him a favor.
Well, I don't know what that means. He was supposed to pay rent. I'm sorry, stop.
Oh.
You were moving out, he was moving in, and he was going to pay you rent.
I wasn't moving out.
Oh, so you were going to stay, you were roommates?
I was back and forth in the apartment.
I'm sorry, where were you going to live?
Long Island.
With a girlfriend, with a wife?
My fiance.
So you moved out of the rent-controlled apartment and moved in with your girlfriend, and then he's going to be taking over. The rent is, the entire rent is $600, right?
$622.
Okay, so he was going to be taking over, but how is that not you subletting to your brother? Because you're not supposed to. That's why you're saying that, because you're not supposed to be doing that without housing authority approval.
Not at all.
Okay, well, that is it. I'm not stupid. I wasn't born yesterday.
Okay.
But let's move on with what I actually have in front of me, because I am not the housing court.
Okay.
So he rents it out to you,
right.
$600 a month,
right.
And you're supposed to pay whom?
I was, the first 3 months, I was giving him cash money.
Okay, so
Which,
so November, December, and January.
And February.
And February. You pay him the
I
money.
pay him $600.
Now, did you know whether he was paid up in his rent
No.
when he rented it to you?
He told me everything was in balance.
Okay, were you paid up in the rent when you rented it to him?
Everything was in balance, so I thought.
How do you know that you had a zero balance in November when you rented it to him?
I have my receipts here.
So let me see the records that they gave you of everything that was paid. So go on.
February 24th, about 11:30, he calls me in the daytime. I'm on lunch. He says, Joe, you need $1,200 by tomorrow. I said, for what? He says, you need $1,200 because there's a legal action being taken against the apartment. I'm saying, why, Nay? Why? I don't know. I don't know. I'll find out.
Why did you call him on February 24th to tell him he needed to come up with $1,200 the next day?
I don't remember doing that.
Okay. Was there legal action being taken against
Not then, no.
All right, so go ahead.
I got a slip. It says February 24th, amount due $1,200. And that's what's back rent. And I said, you know, I paid my brother the 3 months physically, the money. I don't know if he paid it or not. So I got the $1,200. I go and pay the $1,200 that night.
To the housing? To
housing, because I got a pay on mat slip. The very next day I come home, I got a letter from housing saying the rent is behind, $1,854.72.
And was that taking into account your $1,200?
Yeah, no, it takes it in now, so it's
into account, so it's an additional $1,800?
No.
It didn't take into account.
Right, it didn't take. Okay. So in the meantime, every week, I'm making payments. I'm making $200, $300, $400 payments out of my check.
Wait, but what are you saying to him?
I'm not saying anything to him.
You wouldn't talk to him after that?
No.
But you don't call him and say, you dirty, rotten scoundrel, I paid you all this rent, and you never paid it to them?
I am saying that, but I'm not saying it to him.
Okay.
All right? So I'm paying the rent.
You're paying directly?
Yes. I have my receipts and everything.
Okay.
Come January.
Did you pay the rent for January?
No, I did not.
Okay. And why was that?
The reason I didn't pay the rent for January, by the 6th of January, I come home on a Friday. I'm supposed to meet my sister at the bowling alley. I come home, there's an additional lock on the door. I can't get in. I go downstairs, I'm calling my sister, because now I'm fuming. I got on my work uniform, I don't have nothing. Well, what I got on my back.
And does your sister have a good relationship with him?
I won't.
Does she deal with both of you guys?
We did have a good relationship until this.
Okay, so
I can't ask if it was before that. So.
Okay, so you're calling her because she's going to call him?
No,
You're just calling her because you're venting.
No, I'm calling her because she only lives one train stop away. So I stay the whole weekend and figure out illegal lockout. I go to court. Go to court. I get the papers. He's supposed to come in that 13th, and he doesn't show up. So now I'm still locked out. I got the same clothes on and everything. I'm at my sister's house, and I'm fuming, but I'm upset.
Okay, so did you get another court date?
I got another court date.
And did he show up then?
I know. Oh yeah, he showed up then.
And
but
what did
by
the
that
judge tell him? What did the judge tell you?
He said, for one thing, that he shouldn't have broke the lock. He had to get in touch with me to get inside the apartment.
Wait, so did you break the lock?
No. I have the court papers here.
Hand me the court papers. What do you say the judge said?
The judge told him that he had no right to break the lock off.
He didn't say that.
What did the judge say about your right to put a lock on?
He said I had a right to put the lock on.
What?
That's what the judge said, but he didn't have a right to...
Wait, stop. That you had a right to put a lock on?
Yeah, I could put the lock on the door, but I have to give him entry into the apartment.
Okay, in other words, you can't illegally lock out a tenant.
But he
what? He told you how great you were?
The judge didn't say that.
That is my request there that on the second time go around, and you will see his reply on the very front page, what the judge wrote.
Yeah, the judge said, it appearing that the applicant has a good and meritorious cause of action for illegal lockout. How did you end up getting access?
I got a locksmith to drill the lock, and so...
So what did you do once you got access by getting the locksmith over there? Did you get your stuff out? Or
yes,
did you move back?
Oh yes.
All you did was get your stuff out. You didn't move back in?
I started getting my stuff out. I couldn't do it by myself.
You tell me your side of this. Go ahead.
November, he did give me money for rent.
Okay.
I paid the rent, the 3 months I believe he gave me. I think I got it here.
So so you acknowledge that he paid you rent in November, December, January, and February?
November, December, and January.
What about February?
No, he did not. After those months...
Hold on. Do you have receipts?
Yes, I do.
May I see them?
I have what he signed as February rent, $600. There we go. We made up that when we started this. We made up those little copies as receipts of physical money making transactions between us.
The last time he gave me money was January.
Well, he has just a second. He has a February 3rd little payment stub here for $600.
Mm-hmm.
Take a look at that.
This here, I don't remember signing. Like I said, all I remember is the 3 months.
All right. All right. Now, let me ask you a question, because I'm looking at the records from housing, and if he took over in November of 2010, right? And you told me under oath that at the time, the balance was $0. But I'm looking at the Housing Authority documents that say that you had a balance of $1,304 when you turned over the apartment to him.
That's what I said. I wasn't sure what it was. But
well, all you got to do is look. So he stops paying you after February, and he starts in March paying directly. And he has to pony up all this money, which of course is consistent with this, that you are not at a $0 balance and that you are behind. So he has to pay more in order to keep the place from going into legal action. And I have a finite amount of money that I see that he has paid. I have the 4 payments to you with your signature on it, and then I have the printout from Payomatic that he paid to them. And I know that on the day you illegally locked him out, he was, when I do the math, he had paid $800 of your debt down.
He was there in 2011. I wasn't there.
Right.
All right.
He says he paid housing. Are you saying you've looked into it and he didn't pay housing?
I have it here. And his money owed from the year of 2011. And now he's blaming me because he paid the money.
Okay, dude, it's real simple. I don't know what your mess is, but you got to figure out your mess. What you owe to the Housing Authority is your business. In the meantime, I got him $1,300 overpaid, not underpaid, overpaid, based on the payments I'm looking at to housing, okay? Now, you are suing for the $800 overpayment, lost wages of $542.16.
Yes.
What do you do for a living?
I work at Harvard maintenance.
You need to prove up your lost wages. What did you lose wages?
I had to go to court. Those days I had to go to court because I'm trying to get in to get my stuff.
Do you have proof of what your wages are?
Let's see, I think I have a copy of mine. Yeah, and that was in February.
Did you two grow up together?
Yes, in the same house.
In the same house?
Same mother.
What's
and
the
I
age?
don't.
Same
he's
mother?
from a different planet now.
Same father?
No.
But you grew up in the same household?
Yeah.
Did you guys get along as
No.
brothers growing up? Did you always not get along? Was there ever a time
He
you
never
got-
wanted to get along with nobody
We
else.
got along.
He was up here and we was down here.
Okay,
That's how it was.
So you never got along with your brother? That can't
I
be
mean,
true
we
because
was
I know
cordial.
that when he supposedly needed a place, you were there for him. So
Yeah.
I know that you had to have gotten along at some point. You had to have loved each other as brothers.
Yeah, I was
and then
doing
what?
him a
And then you're
favor.
left locking each other out of places and stuff?
Because I was doing him a favor. But, you know, it is what it is.
It is what it is. Court is in recess.
All rise. So, if your brother actually stole rent money from you, would you sue him?
Yes, I would, absolutely. He's responsible. Hopefully there's a record of him getting the rent money.
Fair enough, he's responsible, but it's essentially, would you sue a relative?
Of course, family is no issue when it comes to money.
Okay, I love this. This is a totally different crowd from the last one. What do you think?
I feel like, yeah, he should be sued. I mean, they're family, but wrong is wrong, and that's what it is.
This is like a different city almost from what happened in the last crowd, going inside the courtroom.
I can't decide if you're just clueless or evil. I mean it. And I don't think you're evil. At the end, I really think that what you are is clueless. So I want to take a minute to explain to you what happened, okay? October, you get a statement from them that says you owe $1,300. So you know you owe money. You know that, but you tell him everything's cool, just take over payments, because this guy's not going to move his stuff in and start paying every month if somebody's going to be evicting him the next day. So you lie about that. That's $1,300. Then he pays you $2,400 in your pocket. Dumb move. In your pocket. He paid you $2,400. I have the receipts with your signature on it. I have compared your signature to every signature on the claim, on all of your court problems, every court order, every stipulation you entered into. I have looked at each and every one of your signatures. That is your signature. Okay. I know that you ended up getting February's payment. So here we are, $2,400 into you. It would be really good if that $2,400 was entirely paid to the Housing Authority, but guess what? Some of it wasn't.
I know.
Some of it wasn't.
I know.
So you pocket about $500 then.
I didn't pocket
He overpays by about $800. Then you owe January and you don't pay it. And then you had that $1,300 debt from before. Guess what? When you put all that into the math, that's why you owe $1,800 to housing January 18th. It has nothing to do with him not paying. He did what he was supposed to do. You're the one who didn't do what you were supposed to do. And to boot, you illegally locked him out. What do you think the consequences for that are going to be right now? Well, it sort of made a difference in whether I thought you were just clueless or evil.
He didn't give me $2,400.
Which makes me conclude that you are evil.
I'm not
because
evil.
I know that you're
I'm
lying
not
about
evil.
that right now.
No
and on
problem.
his claim against you, I am going to award him the $800 of overpayment. I am going to award him his $542 of lost wages. You can't get the cost of the replacement lock. It's one or the other.
Okay.
The lost wages for having to go to court and do it
No,
right,
I'll
or what
forget
you did
about
on the
the lock.
slide.
I'll
You don't
forget
get
about
both.
the lock.
Okay, that's $1,342.16. Plus, I'm going to award him another $500 for the illegal lockout trouble, and I'm going to order you to pay him $1,842.16. Verdict for the plaintiff.
Can you tell him to give me my keys back?
Let's get a comment from the defendant coming out to the hallway here. What's your state of mind coming out of the courtroom?
State of mind is I'm shocked. I'm sorry. I know what I did. I did him a favor. I didn't pocket any of his money, so.
What does it come to that you wind up locking out your own brother?
What does it come to? Because I asked him to leave my apartment. He wouldn't. He's a squatter.
Well,
So-
what would your poor mom think of this if she...
What you mean
she
what
saw-
my poor mom
What
would
would she
think?
think of this, seeing the brothers fight like that?
I don't know. Ask him.
All right, I will. All right, head right down there. All right, so how'd it get so bad between the two of you?
He's money hungry. That's all. And I proved my point that, hey, listen, you asked me to take over the apartment. I said, I wanted it. Yes, sure, I wanted it. I was doing the right thing. I handed you the money. You claimed you was paying. It's all in proof is in the pudding that, hey, you took the money, you didn't pay it, I made it up. Now you lock me out and say you want the apartment back.
All right.
You know? So
That's it from in here, Harvey.
Okay, in many states, if a landlord locks a tenant out illegally, the tenant can actually get 3 times the damages the tenant suffered as a penalty. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.